It's just 67.
After Qatar ended, we finished at like in the morning, about maybe 8, 9 a.m., something like that. And then our flight wasn't until 6. So Jake had the great idea of saying, okay, let's just find a hotel with a spa near the airport, which is what we did. And yeah, we were just trying to chill, tried to sleep. I don't think any of us could really sleep.
In my mind, obviously as a physio, I'm just trying to think, yeah, we finished it, but how can we get you ready for Bahrain? So that's where the spa came in quite good.
We couldn't sleep, and we'd already been up for over 24 hours. Then afterwards, it started to hit me because like we don't really want to get on flights on the best of days. It's tiring. But then after all that, go to the airport, stand in customs, do all that stuff. That was when it started to hit me.
In the airport in Qatar, I noticed how bad Evren was.
When you were standing in line to do the check-in for the lounge, I couldn't even stand up. I was like, I've got to sit down. Like, I'm in a bad way. Then that's when I started to get a little bit worried because mentally I was in a bad way, couldn't sleep, and then my ankle was just starting to swell up, and I couldn't even step on it. And that's when, obviously, I weren't saying anything to you guys. You obviously knew, even though we didn't speak about it. But yeah, that's when I was in a bad way, and that's when I started to get worried for Bahrain.
Change of plans.
So basically, we're going to start the run at 6 a.m. But then we quickly realised that we'll be cutting it fine because our flight is at 6 p.m, which means we have to finish the run and go back to the airport, which is on the other side of the finish point. So basically, we're running from the top of Bahrain, where the airport is, down to the bottom. And it takes a good hour to get back to the top. Because of my great planning, we're going to have to change things up. So we're starting a little bit earlier.
How many hours of sleep did you get?
Good 4.5, 5 hours.
Nice.
But that makes a difference. I feel better than I did yesterday, that's for sure.
Bahrain is a pretty small country, 67k top to bottom. I thought we was going to finish that in maybe 7 hours, 8 hours at the most, but it didn't happen like that.
It's just 67, man.
Just 67?
It's just 67.
That work. 30 under 30. That's what.
Anyway, we phoned up the Bahrain Warriors.
Morning. I'll just get warmed up and then get moving. Yeah. Thank you for coming earlier because I'm not going to be moving very well today, so but still happens.
I had to call them up the day before and basically change the whole schedule because it was going to start at 6. So the first thing was, can we run from south to north so then we can finish and jump on the plane? He said it's not possible because he'd planned all the route out. So he said, okay, let's just start earlier. So we had to start at 3 a.m. And then I sort of done a little warm-up run just to see if it was okay. And then when I realized that I could step on it, I was like, okay, at least I can step on it, so we're going to be okay.
Ready to run? Yeah. Let's do it. Second world record. This is the first stop. 10k in. He's actually flying, he's doing really well.
How you feeling, bro?
Oh, amazing, man. Love it. We don't get the chance to do this a lot.
Well done.
Bahrain Warriors were incredible. They mapped out the entire route, start to finish. We started off with about 15 runners, and then basically what they did was have them pit stops every 8 to 10k, and he was just bringing on fresh runners the whole time, just changing them out. And I think in total there was maybe 70 or 60 people that ran with us. which was sick. Didn't have to think about anything, you know, helped out logistically. It would have been a different story if they weren't.
Because logistically for us, like, remember your man brought us, because that's when you got the Tim Hortons and a Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, come on! Come on!
Boston cream? Wow.
Let's go.
Essentially, we changed the time to 3:30 a.m., but it's much better. Super nice.
How many distance has he got?
25. Quads are a bit sore, to be expected, but he's powering through. He's smashing through the Tim Hortons sandwiches, Dunkin' Donuts, breakfast, muffins, still on the normal, the caffeine tablets, the salt tablets, the SIS glucose gels. Yeah, he's fine.
It was nice actually in the morning, because obviously we started super early, weather was nice.
Energy was great.
Energy was great. Everyone was just happy to be there.
But don't love some double D's, eh? Dunkin' Donuts.
Has been
Right
shut
now, I
down.
couldn't give a fuck. I need to piss.
That's true. Go on.
There needs to be a toilet here somewhere.
It's open.
I want to block coffee.
When the sun started to come up, then that's when it sort of hit everybody, especially when we got onto that long road towards the end.
Yeah.
That was like, it was hot, it was just a road, midday. That's when I started to struggle. And that was probably, for the whole challenge, like all the 3 countries, that was one of the worst times that I felt.
That time was like 12, top of the sun. Well, that's when we were driving. You just did your pit stop.
Yeah.
You went ahead. We waited a little, then we drove a little bit. And we saw a dude on the floor. We're like, oh my gosh, is that? It was one of the Bahrain warriors.
We just picked up a guy who was running alongside Evren. He had ran his first ever marathon, and it was just too much for him to go any further. He was sitting on the ground, so we had to pick him up. And he's a local guy as well, so obviously acclimatized to the heat. I think it just goes to show how difficult this is, that Evren's doing with the 190 yesterday in Qatar, and now he's still going strong here at 1 marathon in. Machine.
I really underestimated how tough Bahrain was going to be. And yeah, that was one of the hardest moments. But nevertheless, thanks to you guys and the Bahrain Warriors.
How's the heat gonna affect them, you think?
Until now it's good, the early is the better. Now almost the sun just raised, but they can be able to finish. Mental toughness, it will, this time the mental toughness, it will work.
I mean, those guys were sick because they were genuinely just having fun.
Yeah.
They were so into it.
There was no ulterior motive for them.
Not like, yeah.
Like they just wanted to help.
Yeah.
They just wanted to help.
And they understood the feat you were trying to achieve. They're like, dude, this is sick. We want in.
This is the perfect group for this point of the run. The boys are hyped, keeping them going.
But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget the Joker.
Ten minutes after crossing Bahrain, Evren. What happened, bro?
To the top.
How hard was that?
That was very hard. That was the hardest 7K of my entire life. Especially the last day. Incredibly hard. It weren't possible without you guys and these Bahrain warriors. They really are warriors. They're great. They really helped us the entire way. Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. I had at least 4 people with me, like maximum 15, minimum 4 the entire way. Now I need to recover. We've got 9 days to get ready for the UAE, so recovery starts immediately now.
Baby driver. How
Yes,
fast?
sir.
What's the situation? Are we gonna make the flight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need to put some music on. Get a cup of tea.
Okay, our flight's in it's 5:45. Currently 6:22. We're gonna have a lot of wiggle room. Just gotta change, check in, give this car first, throw the key in, and we'll make it.
Can somebody Google the laws in Bahrain? Is it 120 or is it 140? Yeah.
We had one more surprise when we reached the airport, remember? Someone else attempted the Qatar record the day before.
And we found that out on the way to the airport.
The day after we did it, somebody tried to break it. I don't know whether they were coming for me or not, but they fell short. They did it in 30 hours, I think. Still great effort, so congrats to him. Can you imagine? We would have I would have been disappointed, but yeah, the record still stands. 26.5 hours for now. Oh, time to go home.